Okay, this question is from Diamond Backing. You're looking for a tutorial of how to start to beat players in 1v1, right? You want to get around players effortlessly. The three fundamental habits which you want to start to develop every day if you're not doing it already. One, ball mastery. And there are a couple of options. If you like mixing games and technology into your training, you could invest in a dribble up ball. And dribble up ball, if you start to gamify your ball mastery, then if it's fun, then you'll continue to practice it. Once you develop the habit, it's like just a fun ball mastery habit is all it is. And right, so that there might be some costs involved with that. There's also the Cover coaching app, COERVER, that's on Apple Store and Android. They also got a YouTube channel. You could also check out Fanta Sista Mickey on Instagram. This kid, he's no older than a toddler, and he's got some simple soccer sequences that are gonna take your game to the next level. They're just effortless dribbling sequences. And the whole point is that you get to a point with your ball mastery so that you're not thinking about moving around players on the field. It just becomes second nature. So that's why you want to start to really make some of these ball mastery skills, you want to turn them into muscle memory, which means a lot of repetitions, very relaxed, breathing, right, in an effortless, almost like a zen approach to training, right? You got to be relaxed when you're doing them so you can internalize them, because if you're tense and you're trying to force it, then when you're on the field, you're not going to be able to execute it as efficiently and as elegantly, right? You want to be able to, right, relax in training, relax when you're playing, even in high pressure situations. Another thing that will really help with dribbling is the sequence. It's called the Tom Turnbull dribbling sequence. It goes outside, outside, inside, outside, inside, 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 outside, outside, inside, outside, inside. You want to say this over and over and over and over, and you want to go slow in the beginning. Slow is smooth, smooth is fast. The reason why this is so effective is because it's easy to remember. Since it's easy to remember, it becomes easy to execute, and saying it out loud helps make that muscle memory connection. So, right, whenever you get a chance, outside, outside, inside, outside, inside, outside, outside, inside, outside, inside. Another reason why this is so helpful is because it combines with other moves that you know and that you can do. You're going to start to go outside, outside, inside, outside, scissor, or outside, outside, inside, outside, chop, right? So it's like it's a connector of all your other moves, so it becomes a foundation. It's just going to raise your dribbling abilities so that they become more effortless, so that you can just evade, right? You're just going to start to be able to evade defenders in an effortless way. Another thing that will help, investing in a size 1 ball. A size 1 ball is going to improve your sensitivity to a smaller ball, so that when you step on the field using a larger size 5, a size 5 is going to feel like a balloon, because you've been getting a lot of touches on a much smaller ball. So it's like contrast training. Using a small ball will make using a size 5 ball much easier. Right, so that's just another thing that you want to keep in mind. And right, you want to take a soccer vacation. Soccer vacation means you just start bringing a ball with you everywhere you go. So you just turn your whole world into the oyster, right? You just elevate your training, because it becomes effortless. Whenever you can walk, you can dribble. Whenever you walk, you can use a kick trainer, or you could juggle. Just bring a ball everywhere, and then you're always sneaking in touches, right? Just juggling, dribbling, or playing with a training partner, or using a kick trainer, right? You're just always getting in touches. Muhammad Ali, he trained all day, 6 days a week, right? So you want to just, don't be afraid to just be getting touches everywhere you go. I think that's a fun habit. The last thing that will really raise your ability to skin MFers, like you put it, is this barrel game, right? It's easy. Like I could tell you, juggling will help, but this is a style of juggling that's very specific, right? Because it's juggling while moving forward. This is gonna help you weight your passes when you're beating defenders, right? So you're gonna start ball of any size, and you want a bucket or a barrel or basket or hamper, any vessel is going to help you achieve this goal. So starting with your right foot, you could do with a bounce or without a bounce. You're just going to juggle it into the barrel. All right, then you do left foot, then you do both feet alternating. Then you do right thigh with or without a bounce. Then you do left thigh with or without a bounce. Then you do both thighs alternating with or without a bounce. Then you finish with any body part you want with or without a bounce. So this game is awesome because you could race your friends and family, right? A player who's just a beginner can use a bounce. They can use a friendlier ball. They can use a balloon or a bouncy ball, and they could start much closer. Someone who's more advanced can start more farther away and use a tennis ball or a heavier ball. So for this reason, you could start to compete with players of different levels, or you could just compete against yourself. And it's nice because it's measurable, right? You say, okay, you take, if you're just a beginner, a couple steps back with a bounce, start with the right foot. You know, let's say your left foot is maybe a little weaker. You start, you just make it challenging, but make it easy enough to where it's accomplishable, right? You want to make skills easy. You want to make strength hard. You got to make it so it's fun, challenging, but easy enough to where you can actually accomplish it and start to work on some repetitions. So if you work on these three things, juggling and playing this barrel game, ball mastery, right? Ball skills mastery and dribbling sequences, those three things are the things you gotta develop habits for every single day that are gonna help you skin MFers and make playing more fun, more effortless, so you can have more joy playing. So reach out with any questions, and I hope this helps. All right, thank you.